Welcome to the Emotional Support Animals Show. Could you start by introducing yourself and telling us about your ESA? What kind of animal they are and what makes them special to you?
Hello, my name is Ilonka and I had two emotional assistant dogs. Sadly, I lost the old one in September, who was my emotional assistant dog for 6-7 years. And he also became therapy dog, so I shared him with other people and sick patients and dementia people. Now I have his son, who is here next to me. Hi, Junior. Say hello. Hello, Junior. Hey. Who is my assistant dog now. He is the son of my first assistant dog, which was called Benjecky. And my second one is Junior, which is currently with me. He's Tibetan Terrier. He's very beautiful and very handsome, and he's making everyone to smile and to be happy when they see him.
What first led you to consider getting an emotional support animal? Was there a specific moment or situation that made you realize it could help?
Yes, I had a very stressful job in the past. I used to work in banking and finance, and all the stress working 12, 14 hours and not in a position to do many things, to socialize, to go out because you have time to meet deadlines, made me get a assistant dog. I mean, actually, I always had dogs in my life, but specifically the one I had, which was called Benjecky, he helped me a lot to calm, to relax, to have a rest, to go out, to walk either under the sun, either the rain, because it's raining here all the time. But it makes me feel really different. It makes me feel relaxed and have some rest, because I was always thinking of deadlines, meetings, etc., which was really very unhealthy for me. And since I had him, and I got very attached to him. Once when I was not working, I was advised by the job center, why don't you take him to hospitals? He's so good with you, he's helping you. He can help other people and you can be a team in your spare time. And then I made him a therapy dog as well. And obviously, I was lucky that I had a puppy from him a few years back, and he was with us all the time. So he made him being the same like him. He made him to understand my emotions, my feelings. When I'm depressed, they used to come, both of them, next to me from both sides, and they lick my face, they cuddle me, they hold my hand with their paws. I mean, they've got this quality to come and put their head on my tummy or on my legs, and then I feel completely different. I mean, no pills, no painkillers, nothing, makes me feel so happy and so relaxed.
Thank you for sharing that. How did you go about finding or choosing your ESA, and what made you decide they were the right companion for you?
I wanted to have a dog which is first calm, relaxed, easy with elderly people, because my mom was old and she was very ill. Easy to be trained, not very big, because I would like to cuddle them and kiss them and to be in a position to lift them up. Also, I like them to be fluffy, beautiful. And I was going also specifically for the color. I wanted them to be a golden color. For me, gold is shining and it's giving you light, it's making you happy. So this is how I choose them, and from all the breeds in the UK, I come to the conclusion that Tibetan Terrier are the best for me. And since then, he's my second Tibetan Terrier, which is emotional assistant dog. And I'm very, very happy with them.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to join you and to welcome our guest.
Since bringing your ESA into your life, what changes have you noticed in your day-to-day routine or emotional well-being?
I can say that I rely on my both emotional support a lot since first when I lost my mom. As I live alone, I got divorced and no children. My emotional support and dog helped me so much. If I didn't have him, probably I won't overcome the death, the loss. I don't know where I will be. Maybe in hospital. Maybe I will be very, very sick. But the fact that he supported me after she died, I transferred her back home to my country because she wanted to be buried there. He helped me when I was visiting her in funeral agencies. He was crying with me. Unfortunately, I had to leave him for a few weeks here when I performed the funeral. I missed him a lot. And when I came back with him, uh, he was right next to me. He was like my shadow. He was kissing me, cuddling me all the time because I was very emotional and crying most of the time, even though I carry on working. Uh, he was my whole world. They even let him go to the bank from time to time. He was sitting quietly next to my leg. He was comforting me. He was giving me strength. He was giving me like support, which I cannot express what I could be without him. And then, unfortunately, after 1 year, I had severe car accident. I nearly died. Luckily, I survived, but I've got severe disability now. And if I didn't have him, because I couldn't work anymore, I had to go to hospitals. My life was home, hospital, home, hospital. And if I didn't have him, probably I won't survive this life because being at home after working 12, 14 hours, it's quite a big change, which I couldn't go through. And yeah, he brought me to life. He made me to go out slowly, to move, to to do things. If I didn't have him, probably wouldn't wake up. I wouldn't need to stay in bed for 2, 3 hours. But I had a routine with him. I had to get up. Even friends or relatives were helping me to walk him because I have walking sticks, and they come with me or drive me to the park. And he changed my life. I become again smiling and feeling better, talking to people, which was a big step for me because after losing my mom, which was my whole world, and him, and then he became the only one in my world. Um, it was a big support, I can say. It was something which I can't express. Maybe if I had family, if I had relatives or other people around me, uh, I was I wasn't going to be so dependent from him. But since then, I become really dependent. Without him, out, I couldn't do anything. So I registered him as an emotional support and dog, and this gave me the opportunity to take him to coffees, to restaurants with friends, to go to church, to do things which I was not going to do if I didn't have him.
Could you share a moment when your ESA really made a difference? A time when they helped you through a difficult or stressful situation?
Well, I already mentioned one. One was when I lost my mom. Without him, I was not going to survive. Probably I will be in mental hospital, or I don't know what I will do. I will be lying at home and crying all day, which is also uh, not alive and not very good. But my second emotional assistant dog, Junior, which I registered him recently, uh, he helped me a lot when I lost his father, which was in September. And if I didn't have him, I don't know where I will be now because I have severe health problems, chronic illnesses like rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, pain all over my body. My health is really bad, so I can't even sleep from pain. No medications, no injections. They help temporarily, are comforting me. And they were the two of them which were helping me better to to get more calm and more relaxed, to go to sleep, not to feel the pain. So when I lost him, I thought if I was alone, I won't survive. I'll probably die. But Junior helped me a lot. He was coming and licking my tears. He was next to me all the time. He was kissing me. He was putting his head on my tummy. And slowly, because I had to look after him, even with help of neighbors, etc. I had to get up. I had to prepare breakfast for him. I started eating with him slowly. I had to try to take him out, or if I can't, I ask someone to walk him. And sometimes they take me to the park. I sit on the bench. He runs around. He plays with the dogs. And I can see he's happy. And when he's happy and smiling, then I start smiling and I start talking to people, like people were coming and seeing that I'm not well, and they say, "Oh, how are you?" And they talk to me, and do you need help, and can we do something for you? So he breached the shyness which I had, and the difficulties to talk to people, to interact, to socialize, and he made me slowly moving back to life, and he made me very happy.
Thank you for sharing that. What are some of your ESA's best qualities or habits that make you smile or bring comfort on tough days?
Well, I think I mentioned some of them. My second assistant dog is very fussy. He's not eating much. He doesn't want to go out without me. He starts crying. He sits on the floor. He doesn't want to move, so it's difficult even to be walked by other people. But when I cook something nice for him, like some vegetables with chicken or turkey and with some pasta or spaghetti, and he's happy. He starts eating, wagging his tail. He always talks to me when I ask him a question. People didn't believe me, but I asked him, "Do you want to go out?" He wagged his tail. "Do you love mommy?" He wagged his tails. Do you want to go to the car? Or any questions. He seems to understand me. And sometimes even without talking, he looks at me and I know what he wants. And he knows what I want, how I feel, comes to me, and he comforts me. So we're so close, and we communicate even without words, which is very good.
How has having your ESA influenced your relationships with family, friends, or people in your local community?
With friends, sometimes my friends don't understand me. Why he has to go with me all the time or most of the time? Why I can't leave him at home? And they know that I'm not well. I've got hidden disabilities. I've got disabilities which are visible. And I always tell them that without him, I don't feel comfortable. I feel nervous. I'm scared sometimes because I live alone. So without him, probably I won't live in the house after my mom died, because it's on the ground floor and people knock on the door, there are noises. So I get scared quite often. But with him, I'm secure even in the underground. I know people sometimes they fight in the underground, they use inappropriate language, or they're not very friendly. But with him, everybody starts talking to me, everybody smiles at me, and even if they're using bad language. When I say, look at my dog, look how beautiful he is, and everybody change um, how they feel, and they become very friendly, very open. They smile at me, so I don't feel alone. I don't feel threatened, and I feel very happy. And even with my friends, we've been with him to many coffees, or they take me to a restaurant, and he behaves so good. He sits on the floor, or sometimes they allow him. I've got always blankets for him. I put the blanket. They allow him to sit on the chair or on the sofa, and he just sits and look around, and he's like smiling. He's happy that he's with us, and they always give him treats. The people in the restaurant or my friends, they bring some chicken, they bring some treats. And for people I don't know, he opened doors. He opened places for me, and we're welcome in most of the places. And yeah, I should say that it changed my life when he's with me. If I'm alone, I'm shy. I can't look at people. My head is down. I feel uncomfortable. I feel scared sometimes if somebody listening to the music very loud, or is like looking very unfriendly with me. But with him, I'm sure that he will protect me. I feel secure with him.
Have you faced any challenges or misunderstandings while out with your ESA, maybe in public spaces, housing, or while travelling?
Yes, I faced not travel in the UK. There is no problem. Everywhere I can take him in the bus, in the ground, in the train. He's welcome. It's free. But traveling abroad, it's something which actually prevents me from going to holidays, going to visiting relatives, to go to any other countries outside the UK, because, as we all know, pets are not allowed in the cabin in the plane, and even some planes they allow dogs to do it from the UK, from Europe. The problem is coming back, because they don't allow them in the flight to come back, and I will never put him in a cage 8-9 hours, because this is the time from boarding, taking him in a cage, then putting him in the plane, and in the plane it's very cold, dark, scary. I know dogs die when they're in the luggage department. So because of this, unfortunately, I couldn't travel much abroad, and finding someone to look with him as near as possible, like I do, it's impossible, because nobody will do what I do for him. So traveling abroad, no. I travel only with my first assistant dog many years ago to France, but it took us 24 hours with the train, with the ferry. We missed the ferry, hotel. They didn't want him in the hotel, so it was a nightmare. But we still went to the coast of France, Nice, Monaco, Saint Tropez. It was wonderful because they let him everywhere. But we had some problems in some coffees and restaurants. A few times they said, "Oh, because I don't have any harness now saying system dog. I haven't found yet. So he doesn't have this." And I say he's an assistant dog. They said, "Oh, why?" I mean, even though I'm with the class, he said, "Oh, but what is your problem?" I said, "Well, I've got many illnesses, including hidden disabilities, and this is his card. He's registered, and I need him to be with me. So sometimes I have to show the card. I have to explain." Once in a restaurant, I was with my friends. They let them in. They said, "No, the dog cannot go." I said, "Why?" He's a system dog. Where is the harness? Where is the badge? And I forgot the badge in the car. I said, "It is in the car." I forgot it. They said, "Okay, until you bring it, you can't enter it." And I got very unhappy, and I had to go bring the badge. When they saw it, they apologized and said sorry, but a lot of people trying to use their dogs to come in. Sorry, sorry, sorry. So this was quite stressful situation. And once actually I went to give blood test in the hospital. I don't take him to many hospitals because I know that they may make me upset and angry and they say no, 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 no. So I don't want to be going with this. But once I took him with me because I had to, and they said, oh, what he's doing here and why he's here. And I had to show the card and I had to speak nature. So I wish people have more understanding than actually hospitals, hotels, and I hope they change the rules in the UK so they let them to fly in the planes because of this I don't have a full life. I can't travel, I can't see different places, I can't visit relatives because we're very attached. If I live with someone, he suffers and I suffer, and this is not very healthy for us. I
Can you hear
know
me?
about this. Someone met in the park last year. He told me that if you have a special permission, and I spoke to them.
Yeah, you just
I
got to
sent them the letter from my.
you just got to contact them and tell them, and then they give you permission.
I have permission already. I did it at the beginning of the. So I can take him to
Okay.
France now, Amsterdam.
On the positive side, what's been the most surprising or unexpected benefit of having your ESA?
Well, to have emotional assistant dog or animal, it's extremely positive. It's very helpful if you have severe illnesses, if you live with the pain, if you have illnesses which are not visible, because my arthritis and my fibromyalgia and other problems with my whole body are not visible. So I look very well, and people say, well, what is your problem? So with him, it will be good if there is more understanding in public places, in libraries, in hospitals. Still, this is not something which the organization understand, but the positive thing is that it makes you feel secure, he opens doors for you, he makes you socialize with other people, and the most important is to make you calmer, relax, and to forget about the pain, to forget about anything which is not positive around you. Only when you see them that they're smiling and they're next to you and they're happy, you change, you start smiling, you start becoming happy. So it's very positive having ESA.
Many people don't fully understand what an ESA is. What's one common misconception you'd like to clear up?
I would like to say that emotional assistant dog is not just any dog or any pet, because it can be any pet which is supporting you emotionally. That this is a pet which helps you to go through your illnesses, your health issues, your mental issues, that he's there to help you, to support you in a meeting, and it's something which you can't live without it. This is my point of view, but a lot of people don't understand that.
How have businesses, shops, or public services in your area reacted to your ESA?
Have you noticed attitudes improving over time?
In my area, exactly where I live, not everybody is very supportive. Even Tesco is not very welcoming because it's a small Tesco, express Tesco. When I go there, so I have to explain, I have to show them my card, and then they let me in. Libraries, they were supportive. Some coffees and restaurants, yes, they were very supportive. There are some which are not very, very happy to have him. So a lot of negotiations and showing them the card I need with me. But things are changing in some places, like Tesco. I hold the head office, but I had them my card. So in the local area, it's half-half. But in the center of London, because I go to hospitals a lot, and when he comes with me, or I go with friends, they take me to some popular places. He's welcome, especially Kensington, Chelsea, Hampstead. They welcome him everywhere, restaurants, bars, coffees, anywhere, even in business places. Some of my friends will tell me, why don't you come to the office? And then you can go for a coffee. And I go there, they all welcome him. They all stroke him, and he makes everything and makes everyone to be smiling. Even if they're not happy, they change their face.
Hmm.
What would you say to someone who's thinking about getting an ESA but isn't sure if it's the right step for them?
Well, first of all, I'll advise them to decide what type of animal they want to have, what will be helpful and supportive for them. For me, dogs is the best, but some people that have cats or rabbits or parrots or other animals which are supportive for them. But before they do this, they have to assess the situation where they live, if they live in a flat, if they live in a house, whether the landlord will allow them, also how big the animal should be, because if you live in a flat, you can't have a Rottweiler or station. If you live in a house, you have a garden, so you're privileged to let life. You have to be in a position to walk, to take him out all the time, to look after it properly. And also, what is very important is you have to think that they're not just a toy to stay at home and to go and do your things, live for hours alone. No, they're live animals. They need you. You have to walk them, groom them, which is very costly. Also, the vet fees can be a fortune. If you're lucky, your dog is not ill most of the time, then you're very lucky. But when they become all time sick, many illnesses, they can get chronic illnesses, so you have to be in a position to pay the insurance or to pay the fee. So it is a big responsibility as a dog you buy and you expect him, to do everything for you. No, you have to look after him, you have to work as a team. It helps you a lot, it supports you, but you have to know his needs, you have to understand him, you have to communicate with him all the time. And it's a very big, you can't just get something and say, oh, it will be my emotional support, if you can't afford it or if you can't look after it.
Finally, if you could leave our viewers with one message about emotional support animals, what they mean to you or the difference they make, Baus, what would it be?
They change your life completely. They become your whole world. Your biggest support, and you can rely on 100%. And the life ends, they become meaningless. You need them all the time, day and night.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for coming on the show. It is much appreciated. If you have an ESA and would like to come on the show, please contact the Emotional Support Animals Registry.